Look at that. Got a new mask. Didn't spend a dime on it. It came out of a bag of clothes and a t-shirt. You remember that one when a week or so ago where I cut the back out of my t-shirt? Maybe I haven't released that one yet. Well, I took the sleeves off it too. Shed's Aquarium, Chicago. Victoria looked at it. She said, "Oh, Shed's Aquarium, I've been there." And I said, "Yeah." I tore the sleeves off it and threw them, and I cut a hole in the back, and I did a video. And I realized later it makes a fantastic mask. Didn't spend a dime on it. Somebody gave it to me. See, that's how I dress. The only people that love me, they look at me and they go, "My God, he looks a mess." And I can wear clothes until they're just right into the ground, man. I'm still wearing some of them. I'll never give up that Motorhead t-shirt. Beards and t-shirt video. You can see me in it. I will be sure to... Well, no, I better not say that. Instead, yeah, I'll put it down there. You can watch the Beards and t-shirt. I think that's a contest video or something. But, so yeah, it was free. About to do a reading. Gotta get my hair right. Trying not to catch it on fire again. Fortunately, I got that in a video. I don't remember what it's called. I feel so much better. Oh, here at the lowest and worst times of my life, there is only one set of footprints. It was at those times I was carrying you. What is it about being carried by the Lord that makes us feel so rotten? Told you I had it in here. I'm cleaning up the place. We had some good old friends come by the other day, and I figured I'd at least give it a shot. I cleared out some space for a couple chairs, but I knew that I had this book. Well, it's no surprise. It's more of a surprise I found it. I knew that I had this book, and it's called The God Delusion. It's by Richard Dawkins, and it's a pretty interesting book. Smart guy. And as I was reading this, Thursday, 7 October 2010, 9:57. I was on midnights at the time. What is it? So there, and then you see I only had a few notes in there. There, I write my name in it just like everybody else does. That underneath, that's Li Jia. That's my Chinese name. The one they gave me, I didn't ask for it. I got given a name. And when they told me what it meant, I was like, I don't know if I can go around telling people that. 我的名字是Li Jia. Sounds narcissistic and arrogant. My name is charismatic and admirable. That's the name they gave me. And it's embarrassing to write and to tell people, but they dig it. And nobody's argued with me yet. But yeah, I wrote that in there. Oh, and there with my notes. See, in these books, I usually write a couple pages of page numbers and paragraphs and a little note. And when I'm done reading the book, I go back to my little paragraphs and I mark in the book. People say, don't write in a book, it's terrible. And I say, fuck you, it's my book. And you know what? If I want to share it with somebody, that means I get to share my thoughts too. They get to look and say, what did you think about this? They don't even have to fucking call me. Damn book club for men. But I look and I see here, right, page 21. This is Richard Challenges Religion. Richard Dawkins says Richard challenges religion. Let's go to page 21. 7, 15, 25, 23, 21. And you see what I do too. I didn't mark it in there. Usually I'll put a little thing in a thing so I know that I'm just reading inside of a paragraph or where it starts and where it ends. Like right there. There's one written there and one there. Let's see what he's got to say there. Richard challenges religion is my note. And there it says, we are used to not challenging religious ideas, but it's very interesting how much of a furor Richard creates when he does it. And there's an exclamation mark. This is a writing by somebody talking about Richard Dawkins. And I read that and I said, that's fucking something, man. Just stir these people up. You know, they want to burn in hell. Fucking give them a taste of it here. There wouldn't be any hell to fear if they hadn't made it up. God-damned Christians. Some of them are very nice. Some of them actually live up to what they say they're doing. And it's always a pleasure to meet these people. And I don't put them down. I don't say anything about them. I just sit there and I say, okay. And I can be friends with people like that. This bullshit they push on us. So yeah, you can really stir shit up. That's what it says there. And it makes me think of sitting in Mary's Tavern one day. Thank you, Mr. Dawkins. Not Dawson, he wasn't on Family Feud, as far as we know. And I sat down, and as I do, I start talking to a stranger there. I talk to strangers. And we talked for about 5-10 minutes and having pleasant conversation. And right in there, let's say between 5 and 15, we'd been drinking together. And I made a crack and remark about religion. And he just went, and he looked around, and we're in Mary's Tavern in the afternoon. There's nobody in there, and whoever even fucking either, whatever. But, you know, and somebody could have heard me. It's happened before. That's the only way I can explain people running down the bar and punching me in the face. Right offhand. And, I made a religious crack and a remark, and he just went, older gentleman, probably in his late 50s, early 60s. I'm catching up. And he looked around the bar and he says, and he looks at me and he says, you should be careful some of the things you say in public. And I looked at him and I said, you're okay with it, aren't you? And he says, yeah. And I said, I could tell. You know, unlikely I would have made a crack like that without somebody being aggressive about these things they push on us. There's page 233, God and Country. How about this? I gotta move faster than that. I don't want to bore you. 233, God and Country. God and country are an unbeatable team. They break all records for oppression and bloodshed. That's what he has to say about that. I think I'm going to name this thing God and Country. That's a fantastic statement that's made by Richard. Oh, no. Richard quotes the distinguished Spanish film director Luis Buñuel. He said, God and country are an unbeatable team. They break all records for oppression and bloodshed. Page 167. Oh, let's look. See, the note I have written in here for page 167 says it's an etc. It's coming from a previous sentence, so there are 3 dots. It's a continuance, maybe of even just a simple thought that I had in regard to it. But it says, and a man drunk on liquor is happier than one inebriated on God. That was written 27 July 2015, 1800, or 6 o'clock. So, yeah, that's in that thing there, a man, it's in quotations, drunk on liquor. Drunk is in parentheses. On liquor is happier than one, parenthesis, inebriated, parenthesis, on God. That's page 167. I must have backtracked a little bit. Let's see what we got here. This is just fantastic, you know. It's almost like Christmas. 167. Oh, there it is. I didn't see. I'm not making big marks in this book. So it's hard for me to find them even. And so the thing that made me write, and a man drunk on liquor is happier than one inebriated on God. Whatever it was he wrote here is why I wrote that. The fact that a believer is happier than a skeptic is no more to the point than the fact that a drunken man is happier than a sober one. The fact that a believer is happier than a skeptic is no more to the point than the fact that a drunken man is happier than a sober one. You got a lot to carry around with that drunkenness, you know. That's what I maybe is saying. But so I changed it. I put it the way I saw it, which I'm sure does not stand against anything he was saying at all. That was Dawkins speaking. And I say, and a man drunk on liquor is happier than one inebriated on God. It's I guess that is my interpretation of it. That's how I see it, in response to what he has to say. So look at that. The God Delusion. People talk about him a lot. I didn't know anything about him until this book. See, I pick books up. Nobody ever gave me this book even, but this is one of those free books that I picked up that's just fantastic. And you know, This is for you, Hallam, CEO of the Book Club for Men. I'm gonna send it to you. You can watch it. You don't hate me for anything. You just know I had to go.